Welcome to the land where adventure and serenity coexist, Australia. A land of stunning contrasts, from its sun-kissed golden beaches to the rugged outback, from the bustling cities teeming with culture and art to serene rainforests brimming with unique wildlife. Australia is a continent like no other, a place where every day is a discovery, every moment a memory in the making. This is a country that's as diverse as it is vast. From the rich tapestry of its indigenous cultures that date back tens of thousands of years, to the vibrant mix of global influences that have shaped its contemporary society. Australia is a melting pot of cultures, a place where the old and the new coexist in a beautiful symphony of sights, sounds, and experiences. In this video, we'll take you on a journey through Australia's many wonders. We'll explore its iconic landmarks that stand as testament to its history and progress. We'll dive into the unique activities that make a trip down under an unforgettable adventure. We'll savor the culinary delights that will tantalize your taste buds and introduce you to a world of flavors. We'll share valuable travel tips to make your Australian adventure smooth and enjoyable. So whether you're a thrill seeker looking to surf the massive waves of Bondi Beach, a nature lover eager to explore the biodiversity of the Great Barrier Reef, a foodie wanting to dive into the rich gastronomic scene of Melbourne, or a history buff keen on delving into the ancient Aboriginal cultures, Australia has something for everyone. But Australia is more than just a destination. It's a feeling, a vibe, an experience. It's the warmth of the people, the laid-back lifestyle, the sense of freedom, and the spirit of adventure that permeates every corner of this beautiful land. It's the stories that are waiting to be told, the memories that are waiting to be made. So, buckle up and prepare to be mesmerized. Get ready to dive into an unforgettable journey through Australia. Australia, home to some of the world's most iconic landmarks. Let's take a moment to appreciate the architectural marvel that is the Sydney Opera House. With its unique design, it's no wonder it's one of the most photographed buildings in the world. Those who've had the privilege of seeing a performance here speak of the extraordinary acoustics and the breathtaking view of the Sydney Harbour. Now, let's dive under the surface to the Great Barrier Reef. This vibrant ecosystem is so large it can be seen from space. It's a paradise for snorkelers and divers who rave about the diverse marine life, crystal clear waters, and the kaleidoscope of colors that make up the coral formations. Then there's Uluru, or Ayers Rock as it's also known. This massive sandstone monolith located in the heart of the Northern Territory's arid red centre is sacred to Indigenous Australians and is admired for its changing colour as the sun dips below the horizon. Visitors describe their experience here as spiritual and humbling, a true testament to the raw beauty and history of Australia. But of course, Australia's iconic landmarks aren't limited to these three. There's the 12 Apostles, a collection of limestone stacks off the shore of the Port Campbell National Park, the Pinnacles in Western Australia, a desert filled with ancient rock formations, or the Harbour Bridge in Sydney, offering panoramic views of the city and beyond. Each landmark holds its unique charm and allure, etching themselves in the hearts of those who visit. From the bustling cities to the serene outback, each corner of Australia presents a new discovery, a new story. Tourists from all over the world have shared their awe-inspiring experiences, their memories etched into the very fabric of these landmarks. And the best part? There's still so much more to explore, more to experience. These landmarks are just the tip of the iceberg. Australia offers a plethora of unique activities to its visitors. And we're not just talking about the usual tourist stuff. Australia is a land of adventure, full of activities that are as unique as the country itself. Take, for instance, the Gold Coast. Known as Australia's surf capital, it boasts some of the world's most renowned surfing spots. Here you can not only learn to ride the waves, but also experience the thrill of the ocean like never before. Some tourists have even said that catching a wave under the Australian sun is an experience that's hard to match. Then there's the Barossa Valley, a picturesque region known for its world-class wineries. If you're a wine enthusiast, this is your paradise. Imagine strolling through rows of vineyards, tasting a variety of wines right from the source. It's not just about the wine though, it's about the experience, the tranquility, and the stunning views that come with it. Tourists often share that the wine tasting in Barossa Valley is a sensory journey, one that tantalizes the taste buds and soothes the soul. And let's not forget Kangaroo Island. This isn't your typical wildlife spotting. This is an opportunity to get up close and personal with Australia's unique wildlife. From kangaroos and koalas to sea lions and diverse bird species, Kangaroo Island is a wildlife lover's dream come true. Some tourists describe their encounters with Australia's iconic animals as unforgettable, touching moments that redefine their connection with nature. But that's not all. Australia has a whole host of other unique activities to offer, such as snorkeling in the Great Barrier Reef, exploring the ancient landscapes of the outback, or even climbing the Sydney Harbour Bridge for those with a head for heights. From the thrill of surfing to the calmness of wine tasting, Australia has something for everyone. So whether you're an adrenaline junkie or a serenity seeker, Australia awaits with an adventure that's just right for you. Australia is not just a feast for the eyes, but also for the palate. Now let's dive into the gastronomic journey that awaits you in Australia. This land down under offers a vibrant and diverse culinary scene that's as unique as its landscape. It's a melting pot of cultures and traditions, each contributing to the rich tapestry of Australian cuisine. Picture this, starting your day with a Vegemite sandwich. Yes, the iconic Australian breakfast spread, Vegemite, is a must-try. It's a thick, dark, and slightly bitter paste made from yeast extract. It might sound strange, but it's a taste that Australians cherish. And it's an experience any food adventurer should not miss. And what about that quintessential Australian street food, the meat pie? Imagine a flaky pastry crust filled with minced meat and gravy, served piping hot. It's a hearty and satisfying meal that you can find in every corner of Australia, from bustling city streets to quiet country towns. But let's not forget about the sweet side of Australia. The lamington, a classic Australian dessert, will surely satisfy your sweet tooth. Picture a square sponge cake coated in a layer of chocolate icing, then generously sprinkled with desiccated coconut. It's a delightful treat that perfectly balances the sweetness of the chocolate and the mild flavor of the coconut. And of course, we can't talk about Australian cuisine without mentioning the seafood. With over 60,000 kilometers of coastline, Australia offers an abundance of fresh seafood. From succulent prawns to the world-renowned Sydney rock oysters, it's a seafood lover's paradise. We've heard from countless tourists who've shared their favorite Australian meals with us. Some relished the bold flavors of a kangaroo steak, while others fell in love with the simplicity of a fresh barramundi fish, grilled to perfection. Australia's culinary scene is a reflection of its diverse culture and vast natural resources. It's a gastronomic journey that takes you from the humble Vegemite sandwich to the sophisticated flavors of a seafood platter. A trip to Australia isn't complete without trying these mouth-watering dishes. So, when you find yourself down under, make sure to savor and explore the rich flavors that this amazing country has to offer. In Australia, comfort and luxury go hand in hand. Nowhere is this more apparent than in the country's wide array of accommodation options. From the glittering skyscrapers of downtown Sydney to the rustic charm of outback stations, Australia offers a home away from home for every kind of traveller. Let's start with the creme de la creme, the luxury resorts. Australia is home to some of the world's most opulent accommodations. Picture this, a private villa perched on the edge of the Great Barrier Reef, where turquoise waters meet a horizon of endless blue. Or perhaps a secluded lodge in the heart of the Daintree rainforest, where the only sound you'll hear is the gentle rustling of ancient trees and the distant calls of exotic wildlife. These are not just stays, they're experiences designed to immerse you in the natural beauty of Australia while offering the utmost in comfort and service. But luxury doesn't always have to come with a hefty price tag. Mid-range hotels and bed and breakfasts abound in Australia, offering a balance of comfort and affordability. Whether you're exploring the cultural vibrancy of Melbourne or the pristine beaches of the Gold Coast, you'll find a variety of accommodations that offer cozy rooms, friendly service, and convenient locations. For the budget-conscious traveller, Australia's hostels are a great way to save money without skimping on experience. Often located in the heart of the city or near popular tourist attractions, these hostels are a melting pot of international travellers, making them a fantastic place to meet new friends and share travel stories. Now, imagine waking up to the chirping of birds, brewing a cup of coffee, and stepping out onto your balcony to witness the sunrise over Uluru, or falling asleep to the soothing sounds of waves crashing against the shore at a beachside campsite. In Australia, even the most budget-friendly accommodations offer unforgettable experiences. And let's not forget about the unique accommodations that only Australia can offer. Ever dreamed of sleeping under the stars in a swag or waking up in a refurbished train carriage? Australia makes these dreams a reality. In Australia, every stay is a part of the adventure. Whether you're a luxury seeker, a budget backpacker, or somewhere in between, Australia has the perfect accommodation to make your stay a memorable one. Scene script. Traveling to Australia? Here are some tips to make your journey smoother. The land down under is a year-round destination, but for the best weather, consider visiting in the Australian summer, which falls between December and February. However, if you're looking to avoid the crowds and enjoy a more relaxed pace, the shoulder seasons of autumn and spring, from March to May and September to November respectively, offer moderate temperatures and fewer tourists. Now let's talk about visas. Australia has a universal visa requirement, which means everyone except New Zealand citizens need a visa to enter. The type of visa you'll need depends on your nationality, the purpose of your visit, and how long you plan to stay. So do your research well in advance to avoid any last-minute hiccups. When it comes to currency, Australia uses the Australian dollar, and most places accept credit cards. However, it's always a good idea to keep some cash on hand for smaller establishments or unexpected needs. As for local customs, Australians are known for their laid-back and friendly nature. A simple "g'day" is a common greeting, and don't be surprised if you're invited to a barbie, which is Aussie slang for a barbecue, not a doll. Aussies also love their sports, so getting involved in a game of cricket or rugby can be a great way to mix with the locals. Many travelers have found that packing a good sunscreen is essential, as the Australian sun can be quite strong. And don't forget to stay hydrated, especially when exploring the great outdoors. Finally, remember that Australia is a vast country, so distances between destinations can be larger than you expect. Planning your itinerary wisely can save you time and allow you to make the most of your trip. While these are general tips, every traveler's experience is unique. So take the time to chat with people who have been there and get their insights and recommendations. They can offer you a wealth of information that guidebooks often miss. With these tips, you're ready to embark on your Australian adventure. Australia, a place where every day is a new adventure. Let's take a minute to relive the magic we've uncovered together. This vast continent, teeming with life and bursting with color, offers a symphony of experiences that leaves no traveler untouched. We started our journey with the thrills Australia is known for. From the adrenaline-pumping surf at the Gold Coast to the awe-inspiring hikes in the Blue Mountains, Australia gives you the chance to challenge yourself, to push your limits, and to discover the true spirit of adventure. We then marveled at iconic landmarks that serve as bookmarks in the story of Australia. The Sydney Opera House, the Great Barrier Reef, Uluru, the 12 Apostles. These are not just places, they are symbols of the country's rich history and vibrant culture. Australia also showed us that it's not just about the places, it's about the activities too. We witnessed the magic of cuddling koalas, feeding kangaroos, and swimming with dolphins. The unique interaction with wildlife is something that truly sets Australia apart. Our gastronomic journey introduced us to the flavors of Australia, from the traditional bush tucker to the contemporary fusion cuisine. The country's culinary scene is a melting pot of cultures, a testament to its diversity. We explored comfortable accommodations that cater to every kind of traveler. Whether you fancy a luxury resort by the beach, a cozy bed and breakfast in the countryside, or a chic urban hotel, Australia has you covered. And let's not forget those handy travel tips that will make your Australian adventure smoother and more enjoyable. From understanding the local customs to knowing the best times to visit, these nuggets of information are your keys to a fulfilling trip. And there you have it, a snapshot of the wonders that await you in Australia. Each day brings a new discovery, a new story, a new memory. So pack your bags and get ready to explore Australia. Our journey doesn't end here. Just as we've explored the wonders and marvels of Australia, we're setting our sights on yet another breathtaking destination in the Southern Hemisphere. That's right, We're packing our bags and heading over to the land of the long white cloud, New Zealand. Imagine a place where the landscapes are so diverse and stunning, they seem to have been plucked right out of a fantasy novel. That's New Zealand for you. From the towering peaks of the Southern Alps to the enchanting glowworm caves of Waitomo, there's a unique blend of natural beauty that's waiting to be explored. And it's not just the landscape that's going to keep you in awe. The rich Maori culture is infused into every part of New Zealand, from the spine-tingling haka performances to the intricate carvings and tattoo art. It's a world where old traditions seamlessly meld with modern life, creating a vibrant and unique cultural tapestry. Of course, we can't talk about New Zealand without mentioning the adrenaline-pumping adventures it offers. Whether you're bungee jumping in Queenstown, zorbing in Rotorua, or hiking the Tongariro Alpine Crossing, there's an exhilarating adventure waiting at every turn. We'll be diving into each of these experiences, giving you a front row seat to the action. And then there's the food. From the traditional Maori hangi to the world-famous New Zealand lamb, we're going to take your taste buds on a journey they won't forget. We'll introduce you to the flavors and dishes that have put New Zealand on the culinary map and share some of the best spots to dine. We'll also be sharing essential travel tips and advice to help you plan your journey, from the best times to visit to the must-see sites and hidden gems that the guidebooks don't tell you about. So, are you ready to embark on a new adventure? Stay tuned for our next video on New Zealand Travel Guide. Until then, happy traveling.